Not a bad view. I just wonder if the other side might be better. I mean, it looks pretty good from here. Not too shabby. Just makes me wonder if our reflection might be better on the other side. What do you think? I'm talking to a goat.
Rocky Mountains, jagged peaks, melting snow, epic vistas, and miles of hiking trails that cut deep into a wild and rugged wilderness. Here, we wear boots, carry guns, and haul lots of camera gear up above the clouds, in hopes of finding that one moment of perfect light. We get up before sunrise and sleep out under the stars. If you are a photographer and you have not yet been to this place, it is time to make plans for travel. Welcome to Colorado.
Welcome to the Eagle's Nest Wilderness. We are well above 11,000 feet, and we are on our way to one of the most epic destinations in all of Colorado. Trust me, we don't want to miss this.
Cause it feels like it feels like home. I love it cause it feels like it feels like home.
Some may consider Colorado to be America's playground. Every year, thousands of outdoor adventure seekers come here in search of epic hiking, spectacular sightseeing, and, if you're a true sadist who loves self-inflicted punishment, landscape photography. We have endless locations to choose from, and some are quite famous. No matter where you are from, the Maroon Bells and Rocky Mountain National Park likely sit at the very top of your landscape photography bucket list. And while these locations are nothing short of spectacular, they do tend to suck all the air out of the room when we strike up the photography conversation. And with this, I will humbly submit that Colorado is filled with a litany of not-so-famous gemstones, many of which you have likely never heard of. These are, nonetheless, quite special in and of themselves. The location that we will explore in this episode is no exception. Situated in the Eagle's Nest Wilderness area, the Zodiac Range releases a swath of sawtooth peaks up into the brilliant Colorado sky. And all the while, down below, a shimmering alpine lake creates the most perfect reflection that any photographer could ever hope for. Now, before you start licking your chops at the sight of this virtually untouched landscape photography gold mine, there are a few things to consider first. Why has this incredible place not been bombarded with thousands of photographers the way the Maroon Bells have? To begin, getting here is not easy. It takes miles of hiking up a gauntlet of steep inclines which eventually rise above tree line. The trail takes you to a place where the air is thin and every step feels like you are pulling your boots through a pond of mayonnaise. And when we finally do reach the lake at the base of the mountain, we find ourselves in the clutches of the mighty blood-sucking horde. The worst of all insect terrorists, alpine mosquitoes stab at human blood bags like a swarm of flying hypodermic needles. Needless to say, bring your bug spray and apply frequently. Upon arrival, human visitors are greeted by the indigenous population. These woolly creatures are actually quite entertaining. They spend their days scampering about and plowing through fields of wildflowers like shaggy, four-legged lawnmowers. For visitors, however, it is of the utmost importance to resist the temptation to pet, feed, or otherwise encourage human contact. These are wild animals. I'm not sure how many selfie-snapping tourists have to get gored by bears, buffalo, and wildebeest before we finally figure out that wild animals are dangerous and that we need to keep our distance. Seriously, after you get done here, do a YouTube search for Buffalo Tourist Attack. Prepare to shoot beer out of your nose as you laugh at just how stupid people can be. In any regard, now that we have the logistics out of the way, it's finally time to break the camera out of the bag. Now, as spectacular as this place is, the one downside is that it only offers a handful of compositions to choose from. The Zodiac Range creates a horseshoe-shaped cauldron of mountains which surround the alpine lake. This configuration presents somewhat of a dead end when the trail concludes, and there is no place else to go unless you attempt to scale the sheer rock cliffs, which I do not recommend. Ultimately, the edge of the lake is going to be your best bet for an image. And I will say, that image does not disappoint. Get up early for sunrise and watch as the morning light works its magic. The rock towers go from a rich crimson to a golden orange, and everything is reflected perfectly by the mirror on the water.
Alright, I know what you're gonna say. That was a really short episode. And you're right. Unfortunately, it all boils down to one thing. The Zodiac Range is located in the middle of the Eagle's Nest Wilderness area, which means no flying machines allowed. Now, as much as I would have loved to have given you lots of juicy cinematic aerial footage, alas, my copter controller hands are tied. However, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had fun on our little adventure. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of cool new stuff coming up, and I can't wait to take you along. In the meantime, stay sharp, and always remember, the camera will take you places you never imagined.